And here we are. Good morning, Cassidy.
Good morning.
Look at what she's been doing. All right. So what, you have the fender to finish off this morning?
Yeah, I just gotta finish the fender off. Those spots that you touched up on the hood,
Oh, right,
those
yes.
spots I gotta finish off.
You bet.
And I'm gonna start working my way down this way after I request that you take off that little bit of chrome there on the front so I can finish bonding.
Oh, the grill?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, sure. You betcha. I'll take that off. I'm going to fix up this seam here that I don't like. That's from previous. And then I'm going to take this door off and just hammer the edge of it and put it back on. So, should be a fun day. It's a casual Saturday. And we're off. Cheers.
Same side, so that
Okay.
change those, get some slack in those cables. And I may have to drop that pin enough to get the cable. It's the wrong way around on the pulley,
Right.
and I'm gonna have to turn it, so I either gotta pull that long cable right out, or pull the pin down enough that I can get the cables to go across the top.
Well, we could do that.
I think that would be the easiest.
Okay, when are you gonna do that?
I'm about ready to do it now.
Okay.
What time is it?
It is 20 to 12.
Yeah,
Okay, you want to go do that now?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotta weld some of that from previous. Clean that up. Yeah, there's some nasty stuff. Wow. I think I'm gonna weld up some of that. No, that's gotta go way down. Down to 1. In the previous few seconds, we have to decide whether we want to show that. I have to talk to the editors a bit. Wow, that's really interesting. The camera turns itself on. Okay. Okay. Close. But it ain't hand grenades. And it's not horseshoes. So I gotta grind a little more. But I gotta cover up that hinge. Yeah, with my little die grinder, but I gotta cover up that hinge. Let's have a look. Yeah, that should work. Good stuff. And then we'll try grinding. That's your rise. Ooh, nice job, Blair. I'm happy. It's going well. I've got to dolly my way around and keep it good, but it's working.
If you do a real bad job, Cassidy will fix it. Right?
Well, that's the ticket. That's why she's here. There we go. Yes. So yeah, I'm just concentrating on this side for now. So now what happens? I'm gonna trim a little more to get this backside going. Once I grind it, I can dolly it smooth. Wow. Okay, well, that's coming. I'm going to grind a little bit of it. It looks a bit nasty, but it is welded well. A little more. Better sharpen that up. Yeah, I just got to trim this. All right. Okay. All right. I have to quit working on the headlight because Miss Cassidy was getting hit by all kinds of sparks and things like that. So in the interest of her being able to continue working, I decided I shouldn't injure her. So now I'm going to take off this door. The reason I'm taking off the door, a lot of the vehicles, like if you look at late 60s, early 70s, 67 to 72 Chevy, say, square body trucks even, the front of the door and the rear of the door, right where they come in, they kind of curve. So if you put a straight edge down the side of those vehicles, the end of each panel, it sort of curves in. So if you're trying to make a show vehicle, you've got to make that stuff go straight. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking this door off now that I've fit it. I have great gaps. I'm happy with it. I'm taking it off so I can hammer this front little bit perfectly flat so that when I put a straight edge across it, it's freaking straight. So once you have your gaps and you're in and out roughly, that's your next step. So I'm going to take this door off and put it on the stand and hammer the insides of it so it's perfectly flat. You just can't get in there while it's on the car. Right. And a lot of people like, or suggest, they would drill holes through the hinge, an 1/8 inch hole. So when you go to put the door back on, you line up that 1/8 inch hole with the drill bit, and you know you're putting it back on exactly where it was. I don't like that. I've been at shops that do that, and that's great. It works for some people. But every time I do a vehicle, okay, right now, everything's sitting a certain way. Once you tighten it down, you drive the car for a few days, everything moves. It's called a shakedown trip. Your first 2-3 days driving it, so stuff moves. And then you got to realign a lot of panels. So I've been at a shop where we had to drill a third set of 1/8 inch holes through the hinge into the door because things had moved. So next time they go to put the door on, they're going, which hole are we using? So, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I don't like it. And anyone who does like it, is quite welcome to do that. Just not here. I'll get a straight edge here. Say what? Yes. Help yourself. So you see that? It's not a lot, but it is. This back end's not as extreme, but it's there. So that's what I was talking about. And any welding you do on it can make it that much more noticeable. So I'm going to turn the door on its face and use a good dolly and hammer it flat. Just like that. It is time to move the car into the booth. Need better lighting and a little more dust control. So as you can see, it's a bit of a tall order. So I want to move all these panels so I have room to work on them up there. And crank up some lights and get the Nomad into the booth. So that's what I'm going to be playing with today. This is a very difficult area that she's been working on. Cassidy, she's got that beautiful. And the hood, of course. I was about ready to put this door back on, but I'm going to clean up my tools, clean up the inside of the car, get a fresh start, clean slate, so to speak. And that's what we're up to this morning on the day off. Alright, so if I move all this stuff out, she has lots of room to finish this side. I'll block it way up, of course. I can hang this door again. I have just a little bit left to grind and weld on that eyebrow for the headlight. And then we'll clean up this mess out here and set my parts up out here, and then we'll be good to go. This is just a casual Sunday, a chance to take a breather and get organized a little bit better. So I've got to pick this up. Actually, something I want to do before then. Just check the door gap. Now that it is on its wheels, what do we got? Even? Even in and out? Yeah, okay. We are putting it on jack stands as it would sit on its wheels, but you never know. And it's always fun to check, because you never know. Okay, we'll lift up the front now. Perfect. There we go. Now, I'm going to put the safety on there. Don't really want to lose Cass. We can move it if it's in her way, but if not, it's a good safety. Anyhow, there we go. Jacked up in the air, ready to rock. Jacked up where it was. Nice, nice. Okay, so I'm now going to get ready to shoot some spray outs. So I'm going to have to cover up the car. I'm going to clean up out there and continue on with the organizing so that we can actually be very efficient here. All right.